Welcome to the Cooking with the Doctor show. My name is Rick Hill, and you are?
And I'm Rosa Contreras.
And we are going to be cooking for you today. We're actually in the cafeteria of the Oasis of Hope Health Center here in Tijuana, Mexico. And our patients are enjoying an organic buffet, all organic vegetables and 3 hot dishes or 4. And what we're going to do today is to give you a couple of ideas on foods that you can prepare at home. I was here 39 years ago being treated for stage 3 embryonal cell carcinoma. And the biggest shock to me was when I got home. I looked in the refrigerator, nothing in there I could eat. Looked in the cupboard, nothing in there I could eat.
I know, never.
Everything had preservatives, it was canned, it was colored.
Sugar.
Everything was just unedible according to the diet that I was given. So what we want to do is film these cooking shows. What we are doing is filming them and putting them on this website. So you are going to want to write that down and log in, because if you click on the Cooking with the Doctor show, you're going to see like 5 shows already filmed, already edited, no extra charge, free, so that you can learn things about cooking. Now, Rosa Contreras is a licensed nutritionist, yes?
Yes.
I am not. What I am is a hammer mechanic cook. But I have spent the last 39 years trying to figure out how to keep from getting sick again. And that means cooking with low heat cookware. It means using organic foods, a lot of the things that we're going to be doing. So give me a little toast here with our hibiscus fresh squeezed juice that they serve daily. And there's a green drink over there, but this is better.
This is better with lunch.
Yeah. And we're going to turn this on. And then what we're going to do here is we are going to be cooking coconut encrusted shrimp in this dish. And over here, we are going to be cooking rice pilaf.
And then here, we already added a tablespoon of coconut oil. It's pure extra virgin coconut oil. And this is perfect for high heat. So I would recommend that you start using this for high heat.
Things like palm oil, coconut oil, these trees grow in a very tropical environment and they're more heat stable. And you're saying more than olive oil.
More than olive oil, especially for high heat. For low heat or medium heat, olive oil is perfect. For high heat, I would recommend coconut oil.
Now, let me explain why I'm using a little bit of oil in the pan this time, when a few weeks ago, and you can log on to our website and get the movie, we didn't use any. We just cooked the chicken, organic chicken, but we just slapped it down on the metal and let the natural oils from the chicken glaze, and then we flipped it, because that's a better way to do it. There aren't calories. But today we're going for flavor. Now, I also want to say... Today
we're going for those once-a-week meals.
Or once every 2 weeks.
2 weeks, more like 2 weeks, yeah.
And here's what happens. Oh, I mean, why are we doing this? Because people get bored. I've been on a restricted diet for 39 years. Are you ready for that? 39 years? I mean, you can be a hero for a week, 2 weeks, but 39 years, you know, just shoot me. But what I want to do is give you some creative ideas and things so that once a week you get a little treat and you don't feel like you're just eating,
the same stuff, because we get in that moment where all of a sudden you're eating the same thing over and over and over. So you have to still try new things and in a healthy way.
And don't forget, prep on Sunday for the whole week. Otherwise, you're going to walk in the kitchen and you're going to make yourself a peanut butter sandwich because it's fast and easy. Yes or no? Does that happen? Yeah, it happens. Is a peanut butter sandwich on gluten-free bread and organic peanut butter so awful? But it's not that nutritious. It is not superior food like a big salad is and some of the other things. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is have Rosa start getting the dips ready. We're going to put these in flour.
We're using the gluten-free all-purpose baking flour for this. And then we're using 2 eggs, organic eggs.
For the dip.
So for the dip. And then some of the coconut. Here
Yeah,
that we
fresh
got.
coconut.
Fresh, organic, no sugar added coconut.
And then for the rice dish that I'm cooking over here, we have long grain, organic, the O brand that I told you about when I went to Vaughn's and found it. But long grain is brown is better than the short, fluffy white cooks in a second stuff that you can get. So here's what I do to make the rice a little bit different is I buy organic vegetable broth. This I put in instead of water, like 1 cup rice, 2 cups liquid, right? And this stays on 3 at a very low heat. And then Rosa's gonna add some vegetables to the rice so it has a little more flavor. But you put vegetable broth instead of water, add a little salt and pepper, little vegetables thrown in there. You got yourself a meal instead of just carbohydrate, pure and simple carbohydrate.
And here I just added 1 whole egg, and then the other one is just the whites. Okay.
So what we've got going here is about, see the color? Nice, rich vegetable broth. So we're gonna put about 4 cups. We are cooking on our Whiz Pop Bang cooktops. And these, of course, are made with magnets in them. So the interesting thing is, this one you see steam coming off of that, but I can touch this.
Yeah,
it's not even
doesn't
warm.
burn you.
Because we're not transferring heat from the top of that cooktop to the pan. We're using an electromagnetic field to excite the magnet within that pan. And a little more for good measure, just so I'm not a slave to the measuring cup. And then where did the rice go? Ah, good thing it wasn't a snake. I'd be dead. I already measured this. It's 2 cups of the organic long grain. So I'm gonna dump that in there. And I'm gonna give it a little stir. I'm gonna add a little sea salt. You can buy these in any store, little grinders. Put a little sea salt in there, just to keep it interesting. I'm gonna put a little pepper. And Rosa, how much of that did you want to put in there?
So we want to add about 1 cup of zucchini. It's great. It's just something great. It goes with everything. It's super healthy.
These, this cookware has an interesting feature that the lid acts like a pressure cooker. You can open it and close it. And the beauty of that is when it's closed, it heats up in there. And you'll see in a little bit that this actually becomes like a little rainforest in there. And you can cook at a low heat. What we're trying to do is cook below 186 degrees. Because if you're cooking below 186 degrees,
you're not killing everything.
You're not killing everything. Let's watch the other side of those to make sure they're not. All right.
Nice. Are you getting the shot?
Coconut goes pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There you go. You want to flip the rest of those? And for dessert, we are going to be making a carrot cake on top of the stove.
Looks good, huh?
Here. I need to taste this. It's not hot anymore. And this is my dad, by the way.
Dr. Francisco Contreras, ladies and gentlemen. Oncologist, surgeon, and munching down a coconut shrimp.
Is that really very good?
And we are cooking.
He always asks me, is it actually going to be good? Every time I cook something.
So we got rice pilaf going, and we're going to make simply organic carrot cake with organic carrots that I'm about ready to run through the grinder.
That's wonderful.
So Rosa spent extra time telling him you don't eat like this all week long.
All the time.
Exactly.
This is treat time.
Mm-hmm.
This
So,
is like a once a month, once every 2 weeks type of thing.
and what percentage of the food should they be eating raw and organic if they can?
Well, what I want to impress upon you is that what we're trying to do here is exploit what God gave us. And if you look at your teeth, you will notice that about 87% of our teeth were designed to eat vegetables. And so our food, our plate should look like that. When a patient has a malignancy, then the amount of protein that they can consume must be very, very low, because protein will increase the production of elements that are very, very beneficial for tumors to grow. And that is why a quasi-vegan diet is the ideal diet for patients with cancer. Now, how much raw and how much cooked will depend very much on the amount of protein that we need to consume from the vegetable kingdom. Remember that protein is very degraded the more you cook the food. And since you're not eating a lot of animal protein, you have to supplement it. We're doing that with a number of the supplements that you're taking, because we know that for most of us, consuming uncooked food is not the most fun. So we're going to be supplementing that. But if you could go at least to 50% of salads, where you eat the vegetables raw, it's going to be very good for you. If you can do a little bit more than 50%, it would be ideal, but at least 50%, I would suggest. Okay, and with that, you're going to be covering what the true needs. And as gaining weight on this type of diet is not easy, but as long as it will come to a point where you will stabilize, and then don't worry about the weight.
Dr. Francisco Contreras, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I have a bunch of things that I need to do, so with
you'll have to come back later for cake.
I'm gonna be leaving you. Y luego los visito, porque muy buenas noticias del CAT scan, ¿eh? Muy bien. Con permiso. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, beautiful.
They're related.
I'm the favorite.
Yeah.
Better medicine than anything else.